Good morning. I'm very excited to be hosting Coffee with Bob today, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about one of my favorite missions, and that is the Curbside Chronicle. Now, you've probably, whether or not you've purchased one, you've probably encountered the people who are selling them. These are people who are wearing a green vest and standing at curbside. And the suggested donation for these magazines is $2. Well, I can't encourage you enough to purchase them. First of all, the Curbside Chronicle is a program of the Homeless Alliance, and it's a way to help those who are homeless enter into the job field to understand time management, working under supervision, and the kind of discipline it takes, and financial management to be able to kind of have their own business, to set their own hours, to manage their lives, to earn a living, and promote themselves out of homelessness. I love this program. Now, when you purchase one of these magazines, it's only a suggested donation of $2. But I can tell you that in the pages of this magazine are exceptional articles. This isn't just kind of a gimmick and you're throwing your money away. You're not simply just giving it to charity. You're receiving something that's worth far more than $2. So I would suggest a donation of something larger. I would encourage you to think about what a cup of coffee costs at your local coffee store, or some kind of item that you purchase on a regular basis. What are these things? What do they cost? And what does it mean to support an incredible mission and get yourself a great piece of reading in return? There's a couple things that I've discovered along the way once I started purchasing these magazines. It's helpful to be prepared. If you've never purchased one, it can kind of be a little intimidating because you're usually in a line of cars, and sometimes it doesn't seem that people have a lot of grace at any kind of delay at a stoplight. And so I encourage you to have a cup of money. I have a little compartment. It's my Curbside Chronicle compartment in my car where I have a cache of quarters, and then I stick collections of $1 bills or $5 bills. That might be your suggested donation, so that as soon as I encounter one of those green vests, I have the money ready to go. I can roll down my window and hand them the money. They give me the magazine, and it is always a friendly, caring response, and I always feel good about it, and I get a great magazine. Be prepared, so have your money ready, and don't think that you just need one of these. If you have the opportunity, stop at every green vest you see. These people are working hard. Right now, in the heat of the day, they are selling these magazines to try and earn a living. If you end up with more than one of the Curbside Chronicles, give them to your friends and encourage them to start buying them as well. Now, I really encourage you to start as soon as possible, because this month's edition is one that you'll want to have. On the fun side, it has an article listing the program schedule for the Dead Center Film Festival. And that would be fun to be a part of. And so you can have the whole schedule here in this magazine. But most importantly, I encourage you to get it because it talks about the anniversary of the Tulsa Massacre. The Greenwood district in Tulsa, 35 to 40 city blocks that were razed to the ground. They were burnt. So many lives were lost. And to add insult to injury, that history was not taught for decades and decades. It was people tried to erase it, and we were denied knowledge of it. And so there's an article in here, and really well written, about information about the Tulsa massacre. It's informative, and as Oklahomans, we who were denied the truth now had the responsibility of really learning it and sharing it with our children and grandchildren, and making sure we are well versed on the history story that for too long was kept silent. Be a supporter of Curbside Chronicle. And one last thing, here just, I think a couple years ago, they started a new offshoot of Curbside Chronicle. They also have Curbside Flowers, where you can order flower or plant arrangements, and you can either pick them up or have them delivered. And it's a wonderful program that teaches the people who are recipients of this mission, those who are homeless. They learn how to arrange flowers. They learn how to run a business. They even create the pots, the pottery that the plants are planted in. It's a great mission. If you ever need a gift for someone, consider Curbside Flowers. I hope that you think of looking for a green vest today and purchasing Curbside Chronicle, especially this month, and thinking of any gifts you need to give, because Curbside Flowers is another great offshoot of this program. Have a great day.